Politique sans frontières. Politique sans frontières, une émission à caractère politique qui l'a pour une nouvelle communauté dans bon dynamique. Interview, débat, analyse politique locale et géopolitique. Chaque lundi à vendredi à partir de 6h de l'après-midi. Avec Guital Merceda, le patient, le vrai, le visionnaire.
No, we don't. All right. Like this? You got one here? Your headset? Et oui, bonjour, bonsoir, mesdames, mademoiselles et messieurs. C'est l'émission pour laquelle entre la Politique sans frontières. Et pour le faire là, ça, par le côté pour brancher. Nous saluons tout le monde qui est partout et ailleurs. La France, le Brésil, Canada, ici aux États-Unis. Et bonsoir Haïti. Bonsoir les dunes la Cameroun. Sous plateforme pour la masse media network MMN, how we can build a community together stronger, how we can make them respect us. Et nous avons avec nous des invités ce soir. Nous avons avec nous des invités. We have with us in the studio a beautiful woman and a handsome man. And today, we're going to do the show 90% in English. Yes, this is mass media, diversity, right? I mean, Donald Trump, il shootait sur nous encore. He calls Asian the worst. We are not, sir. We are the mother of freedom. You know that? I did not know if you go to school. I'm pretty sure you got an history class, right? We got 5,000 soldiers that died in your sword to help you to become free. Respect us. We're Asian. And being Asian, it's an honor. I'm proud to be Asian. And being Cavalian, it's the same thing, right? We're proud, we're black, we're beautiful, we're handsome, we're strong. So the best lesson we can give this guy, that's what we're going to talk about today. We have a beautiful woman that will help us to send the message out. And we got Fred Frontiere in the house. Et oui, c'est ça. Bonjour, bonsoir tout le monde. C'est un plaisir pour entrer d'accord avec l'émission pour la politique sans frontières. Et nous gagnons avec nous dans le studio une beautiful woman qui là et qui dans le studio que nous parle introduit et avant que nous et donc d'abord faut nous inviter mon Kailan qui c'est Fred et faut nous inviter n'a monter avec Fred Frontiere et puis Fred Frontiere a introduire nous. Alors don't worry about it. I know you speak a little bit English, Creole, right?
No, I could honestly understand some words, but not all of it. But I can understand.
No problem. We're gonna make sure you speak Creole before you leave the studio today.
I speak a different Creole.
All right, cool. All right, so we have in studio with us Fred Frontiere, the candidate, the former candidate, right?
Former candidate.
So Fred, how you doing today, buddy?
Well, I'm doing great.
Can you come a little closer to the mic?
Closer? Okay. I'm doing great. How about you, Guitar? You doing all right?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Excited.
Good,
Mm-hmm.
good. So basically, we're gonna do that show between Haitian and Cape Verdean. So folks, portez attention parce que show up en anglais et puis en créole parce que nous menons guest là, c'est un bon ami nous qui travaillent ensemble depuis quelque temps. La introduit avec nous un petit peu de temps. We work together for a long time as a colleague. She been there since what? 11 years,
Yeah,
we've
it's
been
about
friends, right?
11 years in the making. 11 years in the making.
Yeah, beautiful, living the dream. Nous travaillons avec Mère Carpenter pendant 11 ans et jusqu'à maintenant, nous sommes amis. I mean, we did 3 years together. How many years we worked
Yeah.
as a man?
Pretty much about
Yeah, but
that.
we've been friends since then. So I decided to bring her over because she knows the Haitian community. On a Haïtiens qui veulent travailler ensemble avec Haïtiens pendant des années. So, les pral font ti parler qui gens nous même Haïtiens avec qui veulent nous entendre non et puis qui progrès et qui veulent faire, qui progrès nous même Haïtiens nous fait tout et surtout avec problème qui gagne là avec monsieur Trump qui dit que nous mangeons chien, nous mangeons dog. We eat cats and dog, And what else we eat? Do you guys eat that in Cape Verde?
Cats and dogs.
Carla, can you introduce yourself?
Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning from wherever you're listening. My name is Carla DeRosa. I'm a former employee of Mayor Carpenter. I worked beside Fred for many, many years. And our relationship continued after the mayor's office, and we became more like brothers and sisters, more like I'm his little sister, cute little sister.
Great.
But we connected. We have a connection between Fred and I, and our connection is that we like to empower people and educate our culture to improve our culture. So that's why I was invited. It was an honor to be invited here and speak on behalf of Cape Verdeans and also Haitian community in Brockton and surrounding town as well.
Great, Carla. It's a pleasure to have you with us in mass media. So I want to welcome you. Can you please move to the right a little bit, and then
Yeah, to be on the middle, yeah.
yeah, and your mic. Put your mic in front of
The other way.
a little bit.
That way.
Okay.
Now you're good. All right, so it's an honor to have you with us today. We're gonna talk about a topic that right now go viral as Asian. So we don't play that. We don't play that every time someone made a bad comment about us. We always stand up and speak up for our right. Haitians, we got a great history. We're not gonna let anyone diminish us and then trying to make us like look bad or something. And then what he was saying is really helpful, and we're gonna go through there. But I want people to know tonight this show is gonna be different because she doesn't speak Creole. And I have to.
Well, I did say I speak a different Creole.
Okay, all right. So let's try it.
I speak the Portuguese Creole, not the Haitian.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about the community, and then we're gonna talk about what happened, like the comment that Trump said about us, and we're gonna talk about your community, how Haitian community and your community can be merged together, so that when we got something like this, let's say they do something racist against a community, we can come together and make our voice heard, and we can do the same for us too. So today, I want to welcome you, and first and foremost, and then who you are.
Well, I my name's like I formally introduced myself.
Okay.
My name is Carla DeRosa. I worked in the mayor's office. I was the director of constituent service for City of Brockton, and also served as the Cape Verdean liaison for the city. I did sit and I sat on DTA board for many years. I was appointed by Governor Patrick DeVolve. I currently sit on Cape Verdean Association board. I've been there many, many years. I did take some time off, but I returned bigger and better. Yes.
Great. I mean, that's mean you're a big cheese.
You were born here, right? Kind of.
No, I actually was born in Cape Verde. I was born in one of the nicest islands in
Which
the
one
world.
is that?
Fogo.
I went to Fogo.
Fogo. So that's where they have the most beautiful and
Woman,
very diverse and very exotic woman.
Okay, so before we started, let me know this is your first time coming on mass media. I would like to ask you like a personal question.
Oh, go ahead.
So how do you? I mean, what do you really know about Haitian community or Haitian itself?
Haitian itself. Well, I grew up in Brockton. I've been in Brockton without giving my age away. Pretty
No,
much
do not,
all
no,
of
no,
pretty
please.
much all of my life. I've been in Brockton, so I'm very active in my community. If you ask anybody in my community, they'll know. They'll just say Carla. They'll tell you who I am.
Yes, okay.
So yeah, just school. I graduated Brockton High. So I have a lot of Haitian friends, family. So yeah, so I'm pretty active in the Haitian community in general. So
All right, Kara. All right, let's go into it. So today, first, let's talk about the Haitian community. I mean, Fred Fontaine just came out from election and he lost the election. So we basically can see like clearly the Haitian community didn't support him the way it's supposed to. We don't know why and we don't know what's going on with that because we know in Brockton we have a majority of Haitian that lives
yeah,
there.
we
You
have
see
a
what I
huge
mean?
Haitian
A huge
community.
Haitian community.
Yeah.
So for me, this election, Fred should not lose it. But it's I don't know why. So as a Cavalian, so what do you think happening in that election? Do you think that's something like because he didn't have enough support, or I mean, because 400 votes, and then in the last election he made like 3,000, and then this one he made 400. For me, it is like it's not sick to me. I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah,
right?
there's a huge gap there. There's a huge gap.
That's just too much.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's a
What do you
huge-
think happened?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't speak for the Haitian in terms of that, but I can speak for the Cape Verdean side. I know Freddie's very admired in the Cape Verdean community, and he's well known in the Cape Verdean community. Freddie will go on my street, and it looks like the president of Haiti came over.
Really?
So everybody in my neighborhood knows Freddie.
That's how popular he is in your community.
Yeah, my street's very popular with Fred. I don't know where he missed the mark. I would honestly want to know why he missed the mark in terms of the Haitian community or the Haitian, because in the Cape Verdean community, we come out and we support one another. We'll have an event. One of our cousins will have cancer, or they'll have some type of difficulty, financial difficulties, and we do fundraisers. We do events. Even within our community, Cape Verdean community, we often say that people from Fogo, the different islands, will say that people from Fogo usually are huge supporters of one another. So if anyone candidate from Fogo is voting, we're there. Because majority of Cape Verdeans in Brockton are from Fogo. Brockton, Fogo and Praia, which is Santiago, the island of Santiago. And in New Bedford and Fall River, you have mostly like Brava and different islands, but majority are from Fogo. So we have a lot, whenever there's anyone candidate from Fogo or a political party that's coming into the country, usually we'll go out and support, even if the tickets, astronomically, like, and you can't afford it, but you'll find a lot of supporters. You go to Santana any day, any Saturday of the month, and there's a Cape Verdean political figure that's coming. You'll see 500-600 people there.
Great. Today. I mean, I don't want to like keep on asking you question without about your community because today we're going to talk about like things about general. Let's say in election. So how do you guys like first as community organize yourself when you have like one of you guys that run for office? How do you guys see that? Do you all of you go behind him, or you trying to let's say you got a Cavalier and you got Fred as Haitian? Are you guys gonna go vote for the Haitian man or for the Cavalier guys?
So initially, when Mayor Carpenter, when he was running for office, let me go back about 10 years ago, 11 years ago, when he initially was starting to run for office, he kind of had one key person that he reached out to in the Cape Verdean community. Okay. And then that one individual, I'll say his name, Dave, and now he's a councilor at large. He reached out to myself and reached out to a bunch of key people in the city that he knows would make an impact. And we're very active in the community. So we formed a team. It was at the time, it was called the CV team, which it was a majority of leaders, business owners, people that had political ties here in Cape Verde, and it was a huge team, and we would meet on a weekly basis just to support Mayor Carpenter, and help him get elected. So we did as Cape Verdeans on a smaller route. We formed a team, and it was a strong team that we would send each other texts, messages, email, and meet on a weekly basis, and try to get people out there to vote, or even if they were able to vote, because as there's a lot of people that's undocumented,
Yes.
or there's people that that just has their residency, they have their green card, and they're not citizen. They would come out and still help. They would make phone calls. They would hold signs. They would do whatever it took to help, because we had a vision for the city.
Great. I know. In my community, people don't really believe in voting, because the history that we have in our country, our politicians, every time they go out and campaign and ask for people's vote, they say, okay, I'm gonna build this, I'm gonna build that, and then when they get into power, they don't do anything.
Well,
so that's why when they come here, they come with the same mentality. They don't want to vote. It's a big problem for us. We have to come together to see how we can shift their mindset. But it's not something that's going to be easy. So in your community, people know the importance of voting and the power that they have when you go to vote? Do they know that?
Well, to be honest with you, in our community, we have that. It's a minority thing. It's a minority thing that I'm happy to kind of address it on my point of view. But it's a minority thing. It's not just the Haitian community. It's the Cape Verdean. It's the African American. It's the Jamaicans. It's the Puerto Ricans. The minority. It's because we're conformed to the city and the urban community. But with that said, I remember years back when I was recruiting people for voting for campaign, because I did a lot with campaigns. One particular individual, I asked her why she's not voting. Why she's not voting. She indicated, well, it doesn't make a difference. And I said, how does it make a difference? And I knew her on a personal level. I said, well, you have housing, you get food stamp, you have your child in daycare. So how do you think all that comes into play? That all comes into play with
political decision.
Exactly. Someone votes those decisions
Yep.
into office that you're currently benefiting.
And someone propose it.
Exactly. So I even indicated, I sat on a board which is DTA. I make the decision on your income, how much you get on a monthly basis on your family size. So if you don't vote the right person to put me in a position where
They might take this away from you.
yeah, exactly. So knowledge is key. It's kind of informing them in a basis where people obviously sometimes they think like, oh, voting someone. Local elections are important because that affects you directly. It's the most important. It affects you directly.
That's I'm
And
glad.
it affects your community.
I'm glad you say that because some people they don't really pay attention to local election.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's something that I always speak about every time I'm on the radio, because as a leader of the community, you got the mic and then people listen to you. You have to send the message and tell them what to do. Is what I mean. And this is the key for us. Voting, like go out and vote for someone that look like you, that have a plan that look for you. I mean, that can look up like Fred. If Fred did elected, so there are some problems. Let's say if you live in Brockton, you got one of your child get into trouble, something that can take like 2 weeks to go to jail, and then they give him like 2 years. I can give Fred a call. Fred might not be able to abolish everything for you, but at least he can make a call for us.
Exactly.
You see what I mean? That's why when you have someone in your community and get elected, so election for us, I mean for the Asian community, is something that we need to work more and to make sure we get more people involved. And that's what I always have this dream to have like an organization that can put people together and train them and teach them the importance of voting. Because when you vote, you make change. When you vote, and I mean, go ahead, Fred.
It's a question by what you're saying. I'm going to ask Carla about that. So I know already, but I want you to clarify and probably help the Haitian so far as the second most popular folks living in Brockton. So far, how many Cape Verdean you have as elected official in Brockton?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but I could tell you.
You got a few, you know.
Yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot. And to be surprisingly, because I grew up in Brockton. I came to Brockton when I was probably like 6 or 7 years old. At that time, there wasn't people that looked like me. That didn't have the complexion. You were in school with a bunch of Caucasians. But now, for me to see, I'm very proud of my community. I'll tell you, because we have people that's sitting in the school department that makes decision for us. In the school department, we have what?
City council.
We have city councils. We have city council. We have had a mayor, Cape Verdean mayor, that was a mayor for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So we
In
had
Brockton? In Brockton?
in
When
Brockton.
Carpenter died,
When Mayor Carpenter died, Moses Rodriguez was appointed mayor for 6 months. So he was the first Cape Verdean mayor in the city of Brockton. So and well,
You do have markets, Vicente.
we have 2 markets.
As a matter of fact, you get another one.
We're
for
actually-
New
Fred,
Bedford.
can you close the mic?
He's actually opening another location in New Bedford. But we have if you go up and down Main Street in Brockton, and you could probably pinpoint every other business is owned by a Cape Verdean.
So you mean Kevin owned Brockton?
They do.
Well, not to say.
You don't have to.
No, listen, and it's
But
true.
it's a wonderful thing.
It's a wonderful
is.
thing.
It is a
I say
beautiful
that just for people that are listening to us right now, to understand that how your community
It's thriving.
and yeah, like.
Yeah, it's thriving, and you go into the like my sister's in the police department. I have many Cape Verdean officers, male and female, in the police department. I have numerous friends that's firefighter. One of my nephews a firefighter.
So now let's go to this. There was a crisis. I don't know if you heard about it. Like when people come from Chile, Brazil, pass to the border and come here. We did not have like a welcome center for anyone. So we don't have that in our community. So that's when we go ahead, the government give money and then go to rent people's house and stuff. So to put them, we don't have that. And until now, we still don't have it.
Yeah.
And I don't see any side of it that we're going to have that. That's my friend calling. So he wants to be on the show. So hold on. So now, in your community, let's say if there's a crisis, let's say you have like a bunch of civilians come from Kevin and come here. So how do you guys gonna receive them? Do you guys have a welcome center? Do you guys have a welcome center? Do you receive them and everything and give them the proper welcome that they need, the support that they need to implement or to implement in the country?
Well, actually, that's what I indicated initially. I sit in the Cape Verdean Association board. The Cape Verdean Association, we also serve as the immigrant center for the city of Brockton. So therefore, we're equipped and we're knowledgeable with tools to help someone resettle into a new country.
Wow.
So we have all the the tools, we have the council, Cape Verdean Council, that goes once a week, I believe, or once a month. We have people that's from Old Colony Elderly Service that goes there and provides information. We have events on a weekly basis. That actually is held there.
All right. Is there a committee that, let's say, to give response if there's an emergency, if there's a committee for that? Okay, we already know that permanently these people they take care of it. Anytime there's a crisis, they are the one to go to.
Yes.
You have that?
Yes. That's the Cape Verdean Association.
They do have the call that pour haïtien ka parler ka comprendre quickly en Frontiere. C'est-à-dire car là gagne que veut dire un centre d'accueil parce que question qui t'a se poser c'est est-ce que gon côté quand Jean ici a venir connait là est-ce que connait là yo même yo gon côté pour ta recevoir que veut si ta gon emergency comme ça. Yes, Carla dit parce que yo gon un centre d'accueil pour accueillir tout haïtien ça que veut ça pour ba au service de toute bagaille yo besoin même si yo pas capable yo ka référer en ces deux côtés. Soit nous te gagne de nous même haïtiens, mais nous pas gagne encore.
I mean, okay, so let's jump into deep politics. Now we have election. We 200 something days away for election, and in our country, in our community, every time someone step foot into the U.S. or in Massachusetts, they already know that they Democrat. And in your community, how is the curving? They look themselves as Democrat or Republican or Independent? How you guys organize it? How you guys make them understand that okay, you can't be a Democrat, you can't be a Republican, you're supposed to be an Independent because that gives our community more power. So how do you guys send that message out to them, or how do they like handle themselves as
Manage themselves.
Yeah.
I think it's often it goes back to that that whole thing of minority. We were taught to be Democrat,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and for many years, I consider myself to be a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of Republican tendencies and ideas, but I'm registered as an independent. You have to win my vote.
That's
have
smart.
you have to you
That is smart. Let me clap.
Bargain with you.
yeah you got to win my vote. you got to win my vote. You got to pursue me either side, and you yeah.
No. Let me clap my hand for you. No, that is a smart decision. You know, I mean, I always say. I mean, I keep on saying it's been like years. I'm saying this because people don't listen to me yet.
Yeah.
Maybe later on they're gonna listen to me. And do you know the reason why today Trump was on one of the biggest stage last week, and he made that comment against Haitian community? Do you know why he dare do that? Just because we're not organized. Just because he knows that our community, our vote is not matter for him. Because he already know that we're Democrat. We're not gonna vote for him anyway. I don't have nothing to lose. I can talk to him whatever I want to. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I always preach. I always tell every Asian that I can talk to, I say, hey, listen, if you're a Democrat, you gotta switch to independent. Why? This is why. And that gives you more power. They have to earn your vote.
They have to definitely earn your vote.
Because at the end of the day, we immigrants, they're not gonna do things for you. They're not gonna do things for their country. So they work for their country, not for you. You in the country, you benefit of it. But they work when they don't talk about immigrant people. They talk about American people.
Yeah.
You know. So that's the reason why I always tell them that we have to register as independent. They have to earn your vote. Why you think they call like some states to swing state?
Yeah.
Why? Those people there, you have to earn their vote.
And that's where they'll work harder.
Exactly. So are we gonna play smart or we're gonna play dumb?
Never.
And I was so happy when I saw Oprah on stage and telling us that she said that she did not register as either Democrat or Republican. She's an independent
Yes.
for years. So that's smart move.
Yes.
You know. So today, what do you think? We Asian community can learn from your community to make our community better.
Well, it's what's that famous quote? I forgot who said it, but be the change you want to see.
Yes.
I often say your legacy is to make an impact, and sometimes you might think it's a small impact, but it's a huge one, as long as you make an impact. I often, people in our community are, they complain. You complain.
Never take action.
If you don't take action, then you're
Nothing
just
gonna
complaining. You're just complaining.
But I feel like they need a model. They don't have anything in front of them they can follow.
Oh, come on, I'm here.
Yeah.
No, when I'm saying it, I'm talking about the community. Like which community that do it like before us, we can follow them.
Yeah.
We can sit down with them, tell them, hey, how do you guys organize your community? I want to do this. How you guys get like and you got so many people elected. How do you guys do it? And I know it's not hard. This is what I mean. It's just a matter of education. It's just a matter like get involved and take action and do things that you're supposed to do.
And the numbers don't lie. There's a lot of Haitians in Brockton. There's a lot of Haitians in surrounding town. The numbers don't lie. So therefore, the individual has to come within them to make that impact.
What do you think so far? Why they don't vote Haitian?
I think they're just sitting there waiting for changes to happen. And when you're just sitting there to wait for change to happen, change will never happen unless you get out and make that impact and make that initial impact. You know,
Great.
I often when I was growing up in Brockton, like I said, I didn't see a lot of people in political seats. I didn't see people in the police officer. I remember there was one police officer, I'm not going to say his name, but he tormented my brother for many years. And I said, eventually when I, work in office, I want to be a change. There was a lot of things that triggered me to want to go into politics. I actually have a degree in something totally different, but I love having that connection with people. I love wanting to change. I want to see my community do better.
Okay, so now let's go into presidential election. We have Kamala Harris, we have Trump. So what is your thought on Kamala Harris?
She has to win my vote. She has a short amount of period to win my vote. She has to win a vote.
After the debate, nothing changed. You still undecided?
I'm still undecided. I'm still waiting for something to trigger to think. On the other route, I can't really say much on the other one, but yeah, there's certain things that I want to see change in our community, especially the minority community. Sometimes we're talking about Haitian and Cape Verdean, but in general, minority. Because I'm a black woman, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud from where I come from and the struggles that make me who I am. So therefore, I want to see that change.
So what do you get from the debate after the debate, like Trump and Kamala Harris? I know. You sat down and watched the debate. So what do you get out of it?
I got a lot of it, and some of it I can't use the words on the radio, but but it was interesting. It was interesting. I did touch bases in regards to her indicating about small businesses, wanting to help more small businesses, which that would necessarily benefit the Cape Verdean and the Haitian community in terms of opening small businesses. So, there's an opportunity there.
Good. I know voting, like every time someone gonna vote, you have to vote a program that's gonna benefit your community or you
correct.
itself.
Yeah.
So you don't see anything in Kamala's program that's gonna benefit your community?
Well, that's why I said this in terms of small businesses. I've seen a lot of stuff that would benefit our community directly. I personally, I'm just waiting for that switch to go off. To go off in terms of that. Like I said, I'm a hard person to pursue, so you have to kind of, you got to kind of win my vote.
You have to do your work.
You have to do your work, yeah.
Exactly.
Because like I said, I'm not no dummy, and you're not gonna, You're not going to win my vote you'll probably win my vote the day before the election.
So who do you think that win the debate?
By far, Kamala. By far. She's an extremely intelligent woman.
At the same debate, I call him Kominote Trump. That's the name that I gave him. Kominote Trump made a comment about like Haitian people that say that we eat cat, dog, and we still we take like the pets from the people of Ohio, Springfield, Ohio, and that was hateful, and that was really, really sad to hear that from him, because I didn't expect anything less than that, because I already know he's a low life person. But to say that to make that comment, that false comment to our community, it's hurtful. It's really hurtful, because you don't know what's gonna happen next, because you have a bunch of crazy people that follow you. You have a bunch of crazy people that behind you. You don't know what they're gonna do, and then not only that, like basically our kids that in school, they're gonna get bullied by that. And the other day I went to someone's house to do an assessment, and while I was doing my job there, and then he stopped me to ask me if Haitian really eat dog. So that's mean people take this serious. So as Civilian, So how do you receive that when you hear it? What do you? I mean,
First, I would like to know what seasoning you guys use. Because I have had Haitian food and it's well seasoned, so I would like to know the season. I'm a chef myself, so I'd like to know what seasoning you guys use. But on a more serious note, I would take it as an ammunition, and that should be a driving force for success, for you to
wow.
to wake up
Listen,
and actually
give me a little much right now. I spoke to my friend this morning before I was about to go on the radio, but I didn't have time to get there. He said the same thing. He said people see it in a bad way. He see it as an opportunity for us, for our community, to seize that opportunity to wake up and give him a lesson and then use it. Go ahead.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Are you willing to accept the challenge? As I would ask any Haitian person or any Haitian leader, it's a challenge. Are you willing to accept it? Because obviously he's seen there's a gap and there's a crack in the foundation. So he pinpointed it.
Yeah.
So therefore, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to just sit there and just make little comments, or are you going to take action? So that when I say that, I leave that on the Haitian end. What are you guys going to do with that? Because myself as a Cape Verdean, if that was a comment that was made to my people and my community, I would have paper and pen and start writing, ideas and calling all my leaders or my friends or, the doers, people that's actually going to take action and kind of make an impact on that. So he's challenging you guys. It's up to you.
Well, Fred, what is your thought on that? Because I know you're Asian. I know how that hits you. How do you see when you hear people talking about it? They even make a song about it on TikTok, go viral and everything. Everything I listen to this thing, I say, wow, this guy really challenged us.
Listen, what get me so mad, same time, really feel pity for America. It's like going to a debate talking about cat and dog. That's embarrassing. That's an embarrassment for America in general, either both party, Democrat or Republican. And as Haitian, I feel proud of myself because I know we are not united, and this is the cause of this situation.
Yep, that's the problem.
If you're not united, you don't have no leaders, like she just mentioned it, nobody's going to respect you, because if you don't respect yourself, how could you expect somebody to respect you? If you don't love yourself or your people, how could you have other people to love you and respect you? So again, like you mentioned it, it's going to be up to us now not to react. We're always reacting. And in each situation, we did the same thing. We react. We go to the bridge, make a lot of noise. Now, this situation again, we just react again. But we never organize ourselves as to really bring somebody into position to lobby for you. Because like the Cape Verdean they have city councilors, school committee members, and so forth and so forth. But we Haitian, we don't have any leaders. We're fighting against each other. There's that crack, like you mentioned it. So Trump take the opportunity to push it into you until you really is waking you up. So unless you want to stay dormant, or you wake up on a positive note to do the right thing for your community, for your kids, for your adults, and for your pride. Because remember that Haiti was the first black country who helped many countries. We did help a lot of them.
To the model of freedom.
Yes. We help a lot of countries. Even here in America now, we are living right now. We help them out as well. But so many of them are ungrateful for what we have done. Instead of helping Haiti, they're trying to contain it and the way it is. So we need leaders. We need good leaders. We got to forget about the way we used to live, like hating each other. Like instead of dividing ourselves, we have to bring ourselves together to really cope with this situation. That's the way I've seen it.
Great. My point of view, I was watching, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's how you say it. But first, the lady that posted that on her Facebook page and came out and apologized for it.
Yeah.
And she said that if she did know that that's gonna go viral, it won't.
I think her name was like Erica Lee or something like
exactly.
that. Yeah.
I mean, the damage already be done.
Yeah.
And I'm glad there's like a bunch of people that coming from Springfield, Ohio, came out and talk about it and said that's never happened.
Yeah.
And
Taking
then the
accountability.
officials,
Yeah.
the official says the same thing. That never happened. But that will not gonna stop the bully.
Yeah.
No,
You
definitely
know,
not. The damage already done.
we have to do something, and quick. And like you said, it's an opportunity for us. It's up to us as a leader of the community how we're gonna unite it to give a response. And for me, as a leader, I think the best response we have to give is first united us. We have to be united, and then put something permanent, not temporary, because you might not know that my community they always
React.
they don't have anything permanent. They always have like put themselves together in emergency, and we don't want that. And that's why you say you have. That's what I was asking you this question. You say you have a Cavalian coalition, right?
Yeah.
So those people, anything happen to the community, they will step up and speak up and organize the community to get out. You know, but in our community, we have a credibility problem. But the leaders that most people know, they are not the one who have credibility, and sometimes they when you're old in doing something, you have to bring some new blood.
Yeah.
We have that problem. We don't want anyone that come new, get involved in the community. They're always trying to block whoever like have new ideas, and that's the reason why our community is still weak like this, and everyone talk about it. And if you know history, what we did to the biggest army, the French army. And when Haitian did that, he did not do it for Haitian only. Dessalines did say that anyone who put his foot in Haiti, if you are a slave elsewhere, as soon as you put your foot there, you're free. And the fact that our ancestors did, they did not do it for us only. They do it for all black people. And we are the mother of freedom. So when we got someone talking about us like this, even here, United States, we have them. We have them to fight for the freedom. In Savannah, Georgia, we got 5,000 soldiers that died on the sword. So for me, that guy stood up on that stage, say that. For me, he doesn't know history. He needs to go back to school. That's what I'm. If I was in front of him, I'm going to say, "Yo, you need to go back to school. These people you're talking about, we are the one that help you. Now you call yourself free country. We are the one who help you out."
Well, American history is very biased. I could personally say that because I went to school here. It's always made to make America look great.
Pretty, right?
Yeah.
No one helps them.
Yeah.
They do it by themselves.
When you go to Europe or you go to Cape Verde, you look American. You look at history. It's totally different.
So now, what do you think? Let's say if it was like beside marching, calling official, and then trying to demand stuff and everything. So what is the best, if that was your community, what is the best lesson we can give in this election?
Well, it has to start grassroots. Grassroots is the small organization. You start small organization, and then you build it. You build it from there. Yes, marches will help. Getting on the radio station, you're doing your part. Having people come on the radio station, you're having your voice heard. But starting an organization. Speak your truth.
Well, I mean, as I'm talking right now, there's a meeting. Oh, it's gonna start at 7. They trying to gather something together. But for me, I believe, I mean, when we're trying to put I don't like when every time something happens, that's when we're trying to gather together.
Well, that's the thing too.
That's not the right way to do it.
Yeah.
If we want to get something like, okay, we choose these people. Okay, those people they there. So it doesn't matter who have the leadership. Who's on top.
Well, in order for any impact to happen, there has to be a commitment.
Exactly.
You have to have a commitment. Yes, it's great for you to right now go out and throw a little, temper tantrum and say, well, this is what's happening in our community. We need to do this. We do. Stuff is always happening.
Instantly. They're always, exactly.
Stuff is always happening.
Yeah.
So therefore, you have to start a foundation where when things like this happen, you know what I mean?
You're there. You're already there because
Exactly.
So I mean, well,
but I'm a person that thinks very positive. Let's start it now. Why not now?
So are you ready to join us?
Well, we'll after we get the review. I don't know if a lot of people like my voice on the radio.
Carl, I cannot be so selfish.
And you know what?
Because Haitian helped the Cape Verde. Some Haitian went to help out. As a matter of fact, when Shoop, my association used to be, I was the president at that time. The Cape Verdean, the Haitian, the Hispanic, we used to work together. As one. At that time, that was the South Shore Haitian United for Progress. That was Shoop. We used to work together, and some Haitian we used to work with the Cape Verdean, and some Cape Verdean used to work with the Haitian. The Hispanic used to work with the. We used to mix ourselves up, so we lost track. But of course, you could help us out.
One thing I would like to do, I would like to meet with the Cape Verdean Association.
Oh, a pleasure to have you.
I would like to meet with them and sit down, and to see how they operate.
Oh yeah.
And then if I can copy their model and bring it to
Oh,
whoever the leaders
it
of the
would be
community.
a pleasure to have you.
And I want to bring them on the radio and talk to them about like their vision and stuff, how they organize their community.
Oh.
Because listen, you always need someone to follow.
Yeah, we hold monthly meetings. It's every first Sunday of the month. It starts at 10. It's about an hour and a half long. You're more than welcome to kind of join us. We have, open forum. But yeah, we discuss about things that's happening in the community. How can we, positively impact the community? So we're there to help. We're there to help our community. We want to see progress in our community. And I could speak on behalf of the association when I say that we have done tremendous work.
So you're part of it, right?
Yes.
Great.
For many, many, many years.
Let me ask you this. How do you guys respond when there's like a crisis in your community? How do you guys organize to respond to help the Cape Verdean community in any crisis?
We don't think twice. If anything is happening to anyone in our community, it's instant. It's a family member. It's a sister. It's an uncle. It's a dad. We just instantly. It's second nature to us. We don't think twice. Because the foundation was initially started. I have to kind of initially started. It was started. What Mane he started, I think, in 70. I want to say 75. He started the organization just to help.
Many?
Just to help Cape Verdeans that were coming into to the United States, and it was a small organization, and then from there,
So I mean, you are the guy. You are the one that your association. They are the one that owns the Welcome Center.
Yeah, we have the building. Yes, we're actually in the progress.
You guys bought it, or you the
because
city gave it to you?
it's a nonprofit. It's a nonprofit.
It was donated by Mayor Jack Unit at that time.
Yeah, it's a
And
nonprofit.
we were supposed to have one as well, but we lost the opportunity.
Yeah.
Why? Because you don't have
Because
official.
the group who was in charge of the Haitian community at that time, they were fighting to say, "Oh, I'm the boss," and then they become.
We're actually currently in the works of kind of expanding it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many? Let's say if there's a crisis, how many people that you guys can hold there?
Well, in terms of a crisis, because we have like a huge downstairs. We have a huge downstairs, and we have boardrooms, and we have it's an organization. It runs from Monday through Friday. Monday through
People coming in
Saturday.
and out.
Actually, Monday through Saturday. Sorry, Monday through Saturday. So yeah.
Wow.
So we're
Just to serve the community.
yes, correct.
So okay, it's a non-profit, but you guys can't get involved in politics, right? Because it's a non-profit.
No.
So how do you guys respond? That's what I was saying. How do you guys respond when there's a
Well,
crisis?
Well,
got to know.
so, yeah, well, you know what I mean? It's a fine line. It's a fine line because when when you're in a nonprofit, but you still need that political,
Sure, voice.
Yeah,
You need that.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
need that.
I
You
know.
need that. You need that.
But in terms of-
It's almost like church, church and state. You know, you still have. You know what I mean? Freddie will tell you. When you're a politician, church and state.
Someone.
What's that?
Is that my phone or something? That's my phone?
Yes.
And they do. Let me just take something to tell you. They do have a community. Remember that community is like some folks, a group of folks come from somewhere, who do have everything they have. Center, and they and many places they have folks who could help them out. They have folks who could do the market, the police station, the mayor's office, like we worked before on that, and also they get a liquor store, they get markets, and you guys have everything. I mean,
We just need a hospital now.
there you go.
That's the only thing you know.
There
How.
you go.
We
They
have a
get-
church, we have
they got
everything, so
everything.
we just need a hospital practically.
No, they do have everything.
We have
you
our own
could
community.
mention.
Yeah.
They do have everything that you could function. That's would love to see Haitian have all those bank, markets, and everything else. So
Do you have Bing too?
No, we don't, but we're working on it.
You're
You know what I mean?
you got to remind them. Moses is the one who was the mayor when Bill Carpenter died. He's a director now.
He's the director of the Cape Verdean
Yeah,
Association.
Moses. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So they're doing pretty good, and I'm
So-
proud
And
of
then
them.
we do grants and all sorts of stuff.
So you do grant for organization or?
Yeah. So we get money from state.
No, I mean, yeah, you okay. So let's say if I have an organization, I wanna like
Like a great.
I'm looking for a grant. Can you guys help me, Mike?
Yeah, we could help you. Yeah, we could. Well, once off the air, when we talk about, when you're able to come and sit with us, we'll kind of navigate you.
All right. So when do you guys think that you can come on the air with your staff? And
Well,
we can
I'm
talk
here.
That today it wasn't about that. It was about in general.
Well, yeah, we could contact and see if one of the representatives,
because the thing is, I
other
want
than
to,
myself, more than a
no,
couple.
if it's yourself only, that's fine. We can do
No,
an
but
interview.
we could have more than one.
So the thing, I can go to your place too and sit down with you guys and have an interview, you know, and then try to like the main goal is to inspire my community to do the same.
Yeah.
But I always believe that you have to gather someone to follow.
Yeah.
That's not mean you're a follower. You see what I mean? If you do it and it works, so why don't I do the same thing?
I often say, if someone's doing something right, why not? Why
Exactly.
not model that?
So I would like to know and then pick up your guys' brain to know how you guys organize your community, and then how I can bring that into my community, and then how we can start organize. Because my dream is to see that my community is organized. If there's one Asian community that organized, it's supposed to be the one in Boston. And this is one of the biggest dreams that I have, and I think it's gonna happen. It can happen. It can be done, right? Why for it? But you have to get the desire.
You need good people.
Good people, and then listen. This is the main problem we have in our community. No one wants to be on the leadership of someone else. They all want to be the leader.
You understand that?
I understand.
A lot of chiefs, no chiefs.
A lot of chiefs, not
It's
enough
not gonna work.
Indians, not enough.
It's not gonna work. Why here I am the leader, so I don't have any problem to go to Fred places, and I'm under Fred leadership. That doesn't make me
Lower than that.
No.
It's just like teamwork. So if you have a purpose in life, if you have a purpose for the community, you have a dream for the community, you have to comply.
Well, it has to
make
be
sure you get
a
it.
common goal. The
common goal.
The common
Exactly.
goal is to see your community thrive.
But the thing is, in our community, everyone doing everything by themselves.
Well,
for
it's
themselves.
it's almost divide and conquer. But divide
Exactly.
and conquer, you rather unite and prosper.
And that's what it is. So every time something happen, you see a group of people that stand on the left, a group of them stand on the right. They're doing the same thing. They say for the community, but they're not united. And the response will not gonna be strong. You see what I mean?
My pride is that I could sit here and tell you, I can name you probably 15 police. I can name you counselors. I can name you teachers. I can name you doctors. I can name you dentists, nurses. And they're all my friends, businessmen, went to school. I talk to on a regular basis. We exchange information. So, and they're all Cape Verdeans, and that makes me feel great.
Beautiful. I love that too. Carla, to remind them, to show you, to tell you, because my good friend, Cape Verdean, he got 5 liquor stores.
Yeah.
5 liquor stores. We don't have 0. And some of them have bars.
Yeah.
Friend of mine. We went to Cape Verde together. We enjoyed. We even talk about that. We went to Cape Verde under Bill Carpenter. We donated to Cape Verde.
And even at that time when Mayor Carpenter was in office, we traveled to Cape Verde, Fred and I, and Fred went to my island. But he was very active and involved in the Cape Verdean community, but not necessarily just because he had a passion for it. We had a passion for our country, and he seen that in us and wanted us to help us. Because we have a passion for our country. We want to see our government thrive as well. Even though we live here, our family members that's behind, we want them to succeed. You know? So, and then Mayor Carpenter seen that, and he traveled to Cape Verde, I believe, 2 or 3 times.
Many times.
Yeah.
Even the street name after him, right?
Yes.
He got a street after him. And Cape Verde.
Good.
Okay,
Do you have an estimate of how many Kevin that lives in Brockton?
In Brockton, at the time, I think with the census, don't quote me, I think we were probably like 30-something%, or if not more,
Okay.
in the population.
Do you think we have more Haitians in Cape Verde over there?
I think Haitian and Cape Verdean, and there's not that huge gap. In terms of population. But you have to understand census too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of undocumented, and because, I want to say there's a lot of barriers, so people don't tend to do the census.
Yeah.
So it's not 100% accurate. But in terms of when I seen it, when I you go into an election and you could see it's not that huge of a gap. So, and probably right now Haitians are probably just close because with all the migrants that's coming in. There's a lot of Haitians. There's a lot of opportunity. And I'm gonna say this: the stigma, and even in the Cape Verdean community, when you come from a small island, I came here when I was little, so I'm just gonna speak on behalf of Cape Verdeans if they let me. Cape Verde is such a small island, so when you come here, it's big. The opportunity is big. Your mindset needs to grow with it. If you come from an island that's small and your mindset's small and you come here and you still have that mindset that it's very, very small, only small things are going to happen to you.
Great.
So if you come here with...
Listen, let me translate that for you. This is important. Les dit comme ça que sous sorti dans yon island qui c'est yon petit zone par exemple comme Haïti. Et puis ou gen l'esprit ou mindset ou sot dans pays qui small et puis ou mindset qui small l'autre traverser non pays comme ça comme États-Unis qui a un pile opportunité mais sou ken avec même mindset ou gen qui était small de bien Haïti qui était petit de bien haïtien et bien pas grand pile bail à privé pour pas grand pile pas fan pile succès vraiment pour bien dit pas fan pile succès faut mindset ou changer faut parce que nos grand pays qu'on faut penser grand pas dire est-ce que c'est essayer parce que le succès a pas jamais gen route qui droite qui coupe la donne on va tomber, on va lever, mais ça qui est important là tomber est-ce qu'on peut terre. Go ahead. Mettez ça,
The opportunity is here. The opportunity is here. My father came here when, I think was in the 30s or in the 40s. He retired and went back to Cape Verde, but that's a different story, how I came to be. But the opportunity is here.
Yeah, it's here.
It's here, and we have to instill that in the next generation because there's a lot of us here. There's a lot of Haitians.
Let me ask you
and
this.
We can make a huge impact.
Let me ask you this. I know you guys have like a welcome center, and I'm right now advocating for the organization that we have in our community to put like something that we can help the newcomers to understand the laws of the city, the laws of the country before they even go to work. We have like to help them to implement But we don't have that. Do you have that in your community? Like when the people come, they can go to your welcome center. There's a class for that. They can tell them, hey, you can drive. We can drive when you're drinking. You can drive while you have alcohol in your car. And when you see a red light, you have to stop and everything. Do you guys?
Yeah, that's initially that's what the foundation of the Cape Verdean Association is, a resettlement agency. So resettlement is basically to help you and give you the key tools to adapt to a new country. Often we know that, coming into anywhere new, it's different. Mm-hmm. There's the language barrier, there's the navigation, there's the family, there's, the work, everything. It's kind of helping you with the tools that necessarily need for you to adapt to a new country. And, I come, I'm, my mom's an immigrant, and we coming from, and I'm an immigrant, even though I came here young, but it's the tool to know how to navigate in a new country. Once you come here, adapt to the language. And I often say Haitians in a level, they do pursue the educational route.
Yes, they do that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that with my culture is not so much. With the Cape Verdean culture, not so much. Once they come when they are a certain age and they have responsibilities, and kids, they don't. I noticed that. I'm very proud of the Haitian community when I do see that, though, because they do pursue the educational route and they do, they further their education.
Good. Let's go back to election. And we know that election is coming in like a couple of days. Let's say like 200 something days. It's going to be election. So what do you guys think that? Who do you think like Haitians should vote for?
Well, that's a personal
question.
That's a personal decision for anyone to make. But in a situation like myself, or in a situation that currently is, Haitians are facing, bring it to the poll, because that's where it hurts the white man, and I'm sorry to say. Bring it to the poll. That's, if you want to make a difference and then you want your voice to be heard,
bring it to the poll.
Bring it to the poll.
Well, Fred, you just came from election, but you lost it. And we're all mad about it, because the way I see it, for me, there's something like flash. I don't really believe that you lose the election for the vote. For me, the vote is I don't know, like 400. And how do you feel after you lost you lose 2 elections like back to back? And how do you feel right now? Are you going back?
I feel good.
Are you going back?
Well, let me first of all go back for something, because I know when you do an interview, if she answered well on something for the Cape Verdean, and then when we went to Cape Verde with Mayor Carpenter, remember we told we helped the Cape Verdean community, myself, the Bill Carpenter, Carla, and all the Cape Verdean. We bring like fire station, we bring ambulance, we even bring kids to here to learn, to go to school here and come back again. We did all that for Cape Verde. Why Bill Carpenter didn't go to Haiti? Because I don't want you to feel like, oh yeah, he took care of Cape Verde, he didn't take care of Haiti. No, Bill wanted it to go to Haiti, but the situation in Haiti always bad. So we couldn't go to Haiti to do the same thing we did for Cape Verde. Why? Because we're not together. We're always fighting. So it's not Bill, it's not me, it's not Carla's fault. It's your fault, guys, because we could have done the same for as we do for Cape Verde. We could have done it for Haiti. So that's why we have to unite yourself, bring peace on your country. So when a situation like that happens, so you could benefit from it, as like we do have a new mayor. If you want to go to Haiti, go back and help Haiti as we did for Cape Verde. So to your question about, I didn't lose. I didn't think I know I didn't lose, because first of all, for 2 reasons. You never play that game. Who lose win. No. You never play that game.
No.
Even though you lose, but you win.
But you gain something better.
Exactly.
Knowledge.
You open eyes of everybody. First of all, now for me, 400 is not what it is. I know a lot of people voted for me. I see all my Cape Verdean friends went on that day, voted for me. A lot of Haitian on the elderly side voted for me. A lot of white people voted for me. A lot of folks, African, voted for me. The 400 thing, I think you guys, I don't want to say that was fake news, but it is fake news.
Oh my
It was
goodness.
fake news. I'm sorry to say that, but think about it. Let me just explain it to you again. The first time that I ran, as somebody, you have to write my name. I make 400 votes. You have to write my name to put my name in. So I make 400 votes the first time. The second time, I make 3,000 votes running for mayor, 3,500 votes. So the third time I ran with my name on the ballot, I make again 400 votes. You see this? So how could you go from 400, no name on it, people have to write your name, 3,500 as a mayor. Now you run again. Your name is on the ballot, you made only 400 again. So something is very not working fine. So I don't mind about that because I was doing it for the public, for Brockton. And again, I was proud to do it, and I always thank the people who voted for me. And life goes on. That's
All right, before we get into it, let's take a quick pause. Then we're going to come back. Like quick pause, like everybody can. Oh, your water is almost done. Yeah. A quick pause, we're back.
Attention, dimanche 22 septembre 2024, dès 6 heures de l'après-midi jusqu'à minuit, des Perfect Place présentent l'historien Michel Soucard et le groupe Mélange.
Les amis, yo, tim la pluie tombée.
Le groupe Mélange live. À bien Cocktail Hours, 6 heures de l'après-midi, 8 heures du soir. À exhibition par Jeune Claude Sainte. Adresse là 2039 Main Street Brockton. Patronné par Mass Media Network Radio TV. Pour information, 774 259 0096 et 774 480 5206. L'historien Michel Soucard et le groupe Mélange. Dimanche 22 septembre, 6 heures de l'après-midi jusqu'à minuit au Perfect Place. 2039 Main Street Brockton. La Halle. Admission $30 de Picounia.
The flavors are bold, the colors are bright, and the Caribbean is calling you to Orchid 7. Located in the heart of Dedham Square, Orchid 7 Fusion Bar and Grill is an excitingly delicious spot bringing fresh new flavors to the suburbs south of Boston. Chef owner Marie-Jean Francois and her husband Claudison hail from Haiti and have brought the cuisine of the Caribbean with them.
I like to describe Orchid 7 like a big giant living room where everybody welcome. Our focus here is the vibe, the music, the art, the ambiance that we offered, and our food is to die for.
When you come here, not only the food is delicious, we want to create the experience, right? So you don't have to travel to the Caribbean, you can come here.
Appetizers at Orchid 7 offer a little something for everyone, from colossal grilled shrimp with pineapple mango chutney, to Philly cheesesteak egg rolls with chipotle sauce, to fried plantain sliders topped with slow-cooked roast pork and creamy coleslaw. And if you want something cooked with passion and pride, Orchid 7 is the place.
I always tell people this, if I cannot serve something to my family, I'm not serving it here. Cooking is really important to me. I still want to make sure when you go home, you're going to think about my food.
Et oui, de retour après la pause, n'a dit tout le monde merci parce que toujours été branché émission pour la politique sans frontières. Je dis on capable pour émission faite en anglais et parce que nous gagnons nous même objectif mass média c'est créer ça la diversité dans plateforme là mener plusieurs autres communautés et ça fait les mass media network et nous après chercher pour nous mener Spanish là, mener Canadien là, pour nous gagner avec nous là et nous gagner mener black américain là parce que c'est ça n'a fait. Et ça fait nous pas de ballon bagay haïtien nous ballon non côté que tout le monde inclut la donne et nous t'a parlé là de élection, nous t'a parlé de communauté et nous t'a essayé poser questions sur et comment yo organiser dans communauté pa yo, comment ça fait et comment nous même nous ca bénéficier de lui bon, ça qu'on aime dans la brûlem I'm sorry et mon guest lié. En tout cas, let's go back. Well, Fred, connais que vous gagnez un programme qui venir là qui est annoncé là. Alors, dis-nous, non, parlez-nous du programme un petit peu.
Bon, programme, ça, c'est le programme Porto, c'est au sponsor, oui.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Un programme.
Alors, nous gagnons professeur Michel Soukar qui était là dans l'inauguration mass media. Eh bien, monsieur a retourné encore et vini. Fois ça, c'est pour de Perfect et que mass media pour sponsoriser. Eh bien, c'est le 22, c'est 22 cap dimanche 22 à 6h et n'a gagné cocktail hours qui fini à 8h et puis après ça n'a gagné art exhibition by Jean-Claude Sainte et puis Jean-Claude Sainte et puis n'a gagné groupe mélange qui là pour entertainer nous et puis n'a gagné Michel Soukar qui va parler de bons sujets et surtout sujet qui factualité qu'on a là qui c'est ça chombe dit de nous et bien monsieur va parler sur lui comment on organiser pour une réponse avec Nexa. Alors Fred dis-nous ça gagne ça sont préparés pour qui surprise gagne.
OK. Encore c'est un bel programme parce que nous toujours qu'on a un bel programme ne pas faire ça souvent. Programme on a fait 22 septembre là, c'est un programme que nous caminer famille nous la donné sans peur chita et que mettre professeur Soukar là pour parler de Haïti et puis de par exemple ça dit et n'a gagné exposition de peinture, n'a gagné mélange qui va jouer, n'a gagné hors d'œuvre. Gen VIP tout by the way, VIP c'est monde qui cachita devant servi yo et nous ca poser sur n'importe question que après elle fin faire ça. N'a gagné chance pour nous faire photo avec Soukar, monsieur a gagné livre que la vend as well et n'a gagné chance pour nous rencontrer avec Carla tout qui l'en show avec nous. Carla là si nous besoin pour plus d'informations, nous Carla là avec nous que nous ca rencontrer as well. So, c'est un bel programme qui a commencé à 6h du soir, 6 pour 8, c'est cocktail hour. Et puis, après ça, on a un show qui a débuté. Et puis, on a fait un auction de belles peintures. Et on a deux auctions de en peinture et peut-être avec un autre barème à faire. On a Jean-Claude Sanon que on a honoré quand même parce que no matter what, nous supposons respecter le monde qui fait et travaille spécialement dans la communauté pour desservir plus même à parler parce que en tant que politicien, les plus politiciens en cap courir, tout encourager mon courir, n'a bien monsieur tout n'a bail en plaque et n'a bien guital cap là tout avec nous capable banon de bons services pour nous reconnaître le travail l'a fait qui est merveilleux tout parce que un bel côté gain là il faut mon comprendre que service soit bas là son service tout que nous méritons que nous besoin quand les gens qui veulent gagner show par eux nous avons un bel show avec radio là so m'daren quand même venir participer n'a bien l'autre monde cap là en fait a bien hors d'œuvre que manger cap bas là manger des petits goûter OK so pas perdre l'occasion c'est seulement $30 à l'avance si toutefois nous le ticket nous allons les moins dans 774 259 0096 et nous allons les guitares tour
c'est 17 415 32 57.
Yeah, so encore nous allons les encore après répéter le numéro c'est 774 259 0096 et guitare par là
617 415 32 57 par nous connaît sous cadre sous cap là et m'pas capable là m'a pla live dans programme là et là m'a là nous pas live non faut venir si m'a live pas venir et là m'a live là pendant c'est ça me dit ça dit m'a pla présent en tout cas nous souhaitons que ou venir le 22 et venir supporter et ça qu'a fait et surtout même qui a pile question ou capable venir sous cadre pas de problème pour répondre quelle que soit question rien il a pour répondre conférence signature tout l'a bien livre et assurer nous marcher avec cash monsieur pas point 4 il pas point zèle c'est cash seulement et pour nous capable acheter livre nous pour nous sous même pays il faut qu'on histoire pays. If you know your country you have to know the history. If you love your country you have to know the history of your country, right? Am I right?
Yeah. Right. C'est me rappeler ça tout parce que c'est son perfect place c'est un function hall c'est cash bar parce que nous observer tir de view mais c'est cash bar sauf faut gain soit crédit card ou bien un comblement pour acheter sous besoin chaud bagage encore parler nous paraître pour nous comprendre que n'observer et manger à plus ou moins frais mais monde qui dans VIP a payé y a observé eux même et puis bar là c'est pour nous payer dans bar là encore m'attend nous dimanche 22 septembre 6h dès 6h du soir.
Okay, so now let's end this because I have to go to a meeting. I was really happy to have you in the show, and then I think it's the first, and it's not gonna be the last, right? and I would like to come to your welcome center, at least to visit.
Oh, certainly.
You know,
We would like to have you as well.
And visit, and then try to learn what you guys are doing there. Appreciate what you guys do, because I like that. I like when a community stand up for themselves, they organize themselves. So which we don't have in our community. So as a leader, I'm trying to find the way to lead my community, you know. But I think that's the way to start. I'm gonna start with you.
You will.
And I want you to invite me, and I'm waiting for my invitation.
Well,
so
you
that I
have
can
it.
come.
You have
I will
it.
come
It's
with-
on air.
So I will come, and then after that we're gonna schedule an interview. We can have an interview on one-on-one, and then we can bring the people in here in the studio and have an interview with them, just to inspire others to do the same. You know.
Yes.
And I think Asian community is one community that's not organized, and that's why every time they throw work at us, you know, because we not respond the proper way. So as of now, something like this, we're supposed to have a response already, you know, but we did not. You know, everybody trying to organize the city, and then Randolph and Brockton and Dorchester and
doing something
everything.
too?
I mean, it's not gonna make a huge impact, you know. And I feel like, we got this, it's like urgency. We have to do something really quick. But the way I see they doing it right now, I don't think it's gonna work. It's not the best answer, you know. So I will come. Like I said, I will come to your community center to learn about it.
Oh, certainly.
And then to see how I can help others and then help the community to move forward. Okay. So if you have a last word that's gonna leave for the Haitian community and the Caribbean community, what is gonna be?
Well, I thank you for having me first and foremost. It's now. It's now. I think that's it.
All right, thank
It's
you.
now.
It's now. No time to wait, Fred. What is your last word, man?
My last word is like I would love to see the Haitian community, united. Like we said it, when you are together, you get power, and in a positive way, because it's time, to bring some good example out of us as Haitian, and my dream for the Haitian community is like to see young people like you folks succeeding. And because for me, I think I'm already there. I'm doing fine, but I want to leave a legacy for our young folks. Feel like we did fought for them. We did our best. Even though my best was not enough, I try my best to make the young generation coming in, I don't care you black, white, Haitian, Cape Verdean, to really take over. They say that we left something, at least they could continue to finish on that positive note. And I could tell you that I feel proud to be Haitian, and I would love to see America pay attention to Haiti, because, we are very close to you folks. And it's a shame what you are doing, while you are helping others far away, and we are right here behind you. You just you close your eyes on it. It's like I would love you to, Haitian, also to wake up. Don't react. Prepare yourself for the next generation. Do the right thing. Forgive about, hating each other. Love each other. That's how you could get your power. Again, Getal, it was a pleasure, to be here with you. Maybe I'll come back again, because there's more to say. There's a lot more to back. There's a lot more to say to the Haitian community and other folks, like
All
my
right.
Virgin friend.
Thank you so much. I got a last question for you. Do you someday want to run for office?
Well, it's in the forefront. It's in the forefront. Yes, definitely.
You got my support.
Oh, thank you.
You got it, right?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of changes to be done. I have a vision. I love my city, and I believe my city loves me back. So yeah, definitely.
Great. All right. Nice. Good to know. All right, guys. So, merci à tout le monde qui t'a regardé dans des émissions et politique sans frontières aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui, nous fait 1h30 parce que nous avons un meeting, nous avons monsieur en 30 minutes tout. Et ils ont invité nous pendant plusieurs fois pour nous accueillir respect avec eux, font entendre qui ça a dit. Et ils voulaient parler de communauté. Et nous voulons attendre pour que ça a dit, qui conseille nous-mêmes qui dit de capoter. Alors, thank you everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Gital Mercedat. Nous avons deux messieurs pour notre émission Politique sans frontières. Bye bye tout le monde. C'est un plaisir pour nous être là avec nous. Et c'est toujours un plaisir pour nous présenter l'émission. Bye bye. Kebela Balagé. Ciao, ciao.
The flavors are bold, the colors are bright, and the Caribbean is calling you to Orchid 7. Located in the heart of Dedham Square, Orchid 7 Fusion Bar and Grill is an excitingly delicious spot bringing fresh new flavors to the suburbs south of Boston. Chef owner Marie-Jean Francois and her husband Claudison hail from Haiti and have brought the cuisine of the Caribbean with them.
I like to describe Orchid 7 like a big giant living room where everybody welcome. Our focus here, it's the vibe, the music, the art, the ambiance that we offered. And our food is to die for.
When you come here, not only the food is delicious, we want to create the experience, right? So you don't have to travel to the Caribbean. You can come here.
Appetizers at Orchid 7 offer a little something for everyone, from colossal grilled shrimp with pineapple mango chutney to Philly cheesesteak egg rolls with chipotle.